So for the regular season, those were our final records. So if you want to pause and look at that, go right ahead. But we're going to jump right into the playoffs. And for Super Wildcard Weekend, our first game is Seahawks and 49ers. I think the 49ers are going to win 21-6. And so what I'm going to do here, in case you haven't ever been on my channel, is I say what my prediction is, which is 21-6, and then I do a simulation on Madden 23 based on what their prediction for the game would be. As right now, the 49ers won this game 35-10, as the 49ers won by plus 25. Stick around, you'll see why I mention that in the future. As passing the ball, Brock Purdy had a really solid day. 248 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. And it looks like Geno Smith got benched because Drew Lock had some passes too. Because he didn't get hurt. Because if he got hurt, the injury symbol would show up. But rushing the ball, CMC was the only one who could really get it going. DK Metcalf and Noah Fant led in receiving. And the Seahawks somehow still lost. Because Deebo Samuel and George Kittle didn't really do much, but the Seahawks were just unable to stop Christian McCaffrey, and that was ultimately their doom in losing that game. Alright, our next game is between the Chargers and the Jags. Both of these teams have been out of the playoffs for a couple of years, and I think the Jags are going to win this game 24-21. See what Madden thinks will happen. And right now it's 0-0. Chargers break the ice first, get a field goal. Jags do the same. Third quarter, low scoring game surprisingly. Chargers get another field goal. And they take a 2-score lead with a touchdown. Jags gotta do something. They kick a field goal, but nowhere close to being enough, as the Chargers will end up winning this one 13-6 with a point margin of +7. As we will look at the stats here, Justin Herbert he didn't even have a great day. He had 255 passing yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. Trevor Lawrence, though, he had an even worse day. 0 touchdowns, 1 pick, just over 150 passing yards. Rushing the ball, Austin Eckler had a good day, but no one else really was up to the task. Receiving, Mike Williams, Gerald Everett had solid days. But yeah, this game was really more about the defense than the offense, because the winning team only scored 13 points. That just shows you how much of a defensive slugfest that game was. Alright, our first Sunday game is a 1 o'clock game between the Dolphins and the Bills. And I have the Bills taking this one 28-10. Because Tua is not going to be playing in this game. So regardless of what Madden does, if they put Tua in or not, he's not playing in the game. So I think that the Bills will win this one pretty easily, as it looks like they're doing so. Dolphins do get a touchdown, though. They're not quite out of it yet, as they're starting to claw their way back a little bit. 27-14. Dolphins do get a touchdown, but ultimately it's for nothing, as the Bills still win 27-21. With a point margin of +6, as, yeah, the score was honestly closer in the game because the Dolphins scored a garbage time touchdown to make the score look closer. As passing the ball, Josh Allen had a really good day, 312 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. And Tua actually also had a solid day. He might have had a garbage time touchdown, but he had a pretty similar stat line to Josh Allen. As receiving, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill were able to lead in receiving, with Gabe Davis and Dawson Knox being 3rd and 4th were somehow enough to win this game. As, yeah, I said Tua might be in the game for Madden, but he's not playing in real life. As our next game is Giants-Vikings. I have the Vikings winning this one 20-17. So let's see what Madden thinks. Yeah, for some reason, Madden can't seem to figure out that Tua is injured, and he's been injured for a while, too. Because, like, it just seems that injury is just somehow enough is too much for Madden to comprehend, as the Giants take this game 23-20. As the Vikings, if this does happen, this will be their first loss by 1 score, as the Giants win this one by 3 points. And yeah, the Vikings are currently 11-0 in 1-score games, and if they lose this game, this would be their first loss of this season by 1 score. As Kirk Cousins actually had a solid day. He had a better day than Daniel Jones. And yeah, Daniel Jones had a pick. He did not have a great day, but rushing, Saquon Barkley had a really good day, so the Vikings really struggled to stop him. As receiving, TJ Hawkinson and Justin Jefferson and Kenny Golladay leading. But once again, what is it with the losing team having the 2 most receiving yards? Like, it makes no sense, but that's literally what's happened in the last, like, 3 or 4 games. Alright, our night game on Sunday is between the Ravens and Bengals, and I have the Bengals winning this one 27-13. So let's see what Madden thinks will happen. As right now, it is 7-0 Bengals as they score first. Ravens get a field goal to make it 7-3. And now it is 14-3 after the Bengals get a touchdown. Now it's 21-3, 21-10, 21-13. It is a 1-score game. We'll see what the Ravens can do, and ultimately they can't do anything as the Bengals are able to get the ball back and meld out the rest of the clock to win this one 21-13 with a margin of +8. Speaking of 8, Lamar Jackson's not happy. There actually is question if he even plays in the game, because he might not even play in this game. So that the difference between Lamar and Tua though is Lamar might play. Like, there's a chance that he'll play. So, I mean, I can understand putting Lamar in the game. But Tua has literally been said that he's not going to play. And Madden still puts him in the game. It's like, what the hell, Madden? Like, figure your shit out. You're supposed to be $1 billion company, and EA can't figure the simplest things like that out, as we'll take a look at the stats here. Alright, our final game that we will simulate today is between the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. Buccaneers kind of sleepwalked their way into the playoffs, but I do think they will win this game 19-16. The Cowboys have been uninspiring as hell as of late, as in Week 18, they literally lost by like 20 points to the Commanders, and this was with them starting their starters too. So we'll see what happens in this game as the Cowboys take a 10-point lead. Now they have a 17-point lead. And the Cowboys, surprisingly, at least surprising to me, win this game 31-14 with the margin of +17. As, yeah, that's a bit surprising in my opinion. As we look at the stats here, passing, Dak had a phenomenal day. 336 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Tom Brady could have had a better day, though. He had 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. So you definitely could do better than that. Might have been a big reason why they lost. As rushing, no one really rushed the ball super well. Leonard Fournette led with 51 rushing yards, but that's not really that good. As receiving, CeeDee Lamb and Noah Brown and Russell Gage leading the receiving categories there. So yeah, that was Cowboys Bucks, and these were the teams with all that won, and those were all of the margins, and yeah. So remember how I said that the teams that won the point margins, the reason I showed those is because the 49ers had the highest point margin win. So I'm going to be using them in a game because this video is kind of short, so I'm going to play a game. And without further ado, we'll hop into our game, and we will be playing against the Buffalo Bills. So Bills 49ers, I mean, this is a pretty likely Super Bowl matchup. Obviously, it won't be at Santa Clara Field. It'll be at State Farm Stadium. But yeah, I mean, these two teams, pretty good. Probably both teams are favored in their respective conferences to make the Super Bowl, so it's a pretty probable Super Bowl matchup. As right now, the 49ers offense seems to be having a struggle right now, as it's already 4th and 9, they're going to go for it, and Brock Purdy throws it away. You don't ever throw it away on 4th down. Like, the very least, just like take a shot. I mean, the worst that can happen is a turnover on downs, and that's literally what already happened. So, pretty useless thing to do there, but unfortunately, I don't make the best decisions when I play Madden, so things like that'll happen. As things like that'll also happen as Nyheim Hines got a pretty easy touchdown. So already a rocky start for the 49ers here, as they're already down 7-0, as Kyle Juszczyk getting a gain of about 15 or so yards there. But yeah, as good as the 49ers are, if there's one thing they cannot do, they cannot go down big, because they're not designed to make a huge comeback or anything like that. They're designed to run the ball and not turn the ball over. So when you go down and you're not designed, like the Bills and Chiefs and Bengals are all designed to pass the ball and like get a lot of passing yards and do all that, which is good, as the 49ers actually get a touchdown, so maybe they won't go down big. As 1st and 10 for the Bills, Nyheim Hines losing about 4 yards. But yeah, as I was saying, the reason that those three teams that I said have an advantage is because when you pass the ball, you're good. When you're good at passing balls, the Bills are proving why they are good at passing the balls. Nyheim Hines gets an easy touchdown there. Like, I don't know if that says more about the Bills or the 49ers, but either way, it's not really good for the 49ers. But yeah, the reason that, you know, the Bills, Bengals, and Chiefs are all so successful is because they pass the ball, so when they do get down big, they're already designed to make a comeback or, you know, score a lot of points in a quick amount of time. But when you're a run first team, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, when you do go down big, you don't really have much success rates when you do that. But at the same time, when you run the ball and you're like that, usually you don't go down big. So usually you don't have that problem, assuming you do it the right way, of course. As right now it's 4th and 18, so the 49ers offensive struggles are continuing. So they don't even get a touchdown. They do get a field goal though, so we'll see if they can, you know, stop the Bills. As right now, they don't. As Isaiah McKenzie, it looks like he's going to get a one-play touchdown. He does. Like, Charvarius Ward, man. What the hell, dude? Did you even practice this week? It's like you didn't even try. So, anyway, we'll go back on offense, see if we can make up for our shit show of a defense on that drive. And, yeah, we've given up a touchdown every drive so far, so, yeah, definitely not great. And the concerning thing is the 49ers are known for their defenses. Right now, they throw a pick. Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy showing why he's Mr. Irrelevant, as Teron Johnson getting a pick there and getting a pretty decent return as well. Josh Allen has his X Factor lit up, and he's going to go deep to Shakir, and he has him, as he was on a linebacker, and, yeah, you don't want to do that, especially not against a team like the Bills, who have a very good passing game. So, yeah, we're at a deficit right now, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge to get ourselves back in this game, especially considering what I just said, you know, the whole us not being a pass-first team, because the 49ers are, without a doubt, a run-first team. As speaking of run, Deebo Samuel's going to get a run here. He fumbles the ball, though, but fortunately for him, it's picked up by Mike McGlinchey. Bit of a scare there. Would have been really bad if we fumbled there, because we would have given the ball back and not scored. As 1st and 10, we find George Kittle on the sideline for a gain of 4 to make it 2nd and 6. And on 2nd and 6, Brock Purdy had time, and that probably should have been picked off. That was a very, very dangerous pass. Now it's 3rd and 6. And on 3rd and 6, Brock Purdy finding his trusty wide receiver, Deebo Samuel, for the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 19. And he will find Brandon Ayuk for a gain of 5 to make it 2nd and 5. And on 2nd and 5, Brock Purdy's going to find McCaffrey for the first down. So it looks like they're putting some sort of an offense together. So hopefully they can, get some momentum going into halftime, as McCaffrey's going to get in for a touchdown to cut the deficit to 11 after the made PAT. So right now the Bills have a couple of about 15 seconds left as Josh Allen misses a wide open Gabe Davis there. They might have had a touchdown on that play if he made that throw, but he just missed him about as much as you could miss a wide receiver on a throw like that, on a route like that. 2nd and 10, he tries to go deep to Stephon Diggs, but instead that will be incomplete as well. Josh Allen's really struggled with accuracy on those last 2 throws. Bills will play it safe here and just run the ball to end the half. Not really going to risk anything. And they do get ball at half as well, so we'll see what they do coming out of halftime, as they'll find Gabe Davis for a gain of 21 to make it 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st and 10, Josh Allen nearly getting sacked, but he's able to just throw this one away to make it 2nd and 10. And on 2nd and 10, Josh Allen is going to find Nyheim Hines, who's wide open on that play. 49ers, man. This defense has got to be concerning if you're a 49ers fan. Like, what is going on here? Your defense is supposed to be your strong suit. Oh yeah, by the way, some of the game didn't record, so we're going to fast forward to the 4th quarter. I'm really sorry about this, but sometimes my Xbox does it where it doesn't record all the game. It's Isaiah McKenzie getting a big run here, and he's going to get his 2nd long touchdown of the game. And, yeah, the Bills, if they get this 2-point conversion, it pretty much puts the game out of reach, and that they do, finding Nyheim Hines. But yeah, as I was saying, the reason it cut off like that is because of, my gosh, Tre'Davious White getting a pick there. Man, 49ers, this game is about as bad as it can get, as they're down by 24 in the 4th quarter against one of the best teams in the NFL. Yeah, this is not looking good. Hopefully, if they do meet in the Super Bowl, these 2 teams, it's a better result than this, because this is about the most nightmarish game you can think of if you're a 49ers fan. But if you're a Bills fan, I guess you're good with this. Win a Super Bowl. I mean, obviously, we don't know who's going to go to the Super Bowl yet, because we haven't even played Wild Card Weekend yet. But yeah, it cut off like that because sometimes my Xbox randomly doesn't record things, even though I hit record. Like, sometimes it'll, not go to the Xbox network, meaning that it doesn't actually record either. So, yeah, my Xbox is kind of dumb like that, so my apologies for that, but, I mean, there's really not much I can do. As right now it's 4th and 6, pretty much our last gasp here as we find Brandon Ayuk for the first down. We pretty much need a miracle here to have any chance in this game. As 1st and 10, Brock Purdy's going to throw, and he gets hit, and that was just an awful throw. Tre'Davious White, who's had one hell of a day in this game, gets a pick. And yeah, this game's over. I'm not going to pretend like we still have a chance, because we do not. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what that is. It's on the 49ers. It's offsides. It'll be 1st and 5. Bills could probably just run the ball here. I don't know why they're passing. They really want to pad stats. I mean, I guess they can do that. It's up to them. It's 1st and 5. He's going to go deep to, I think that was Gabriel Davis, but that falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 5. And on 2nd and 5, they find Nyheim Hines for a first down. And, they're running hurry up. It's like, dude, is it really that important to pad stats? Have a little respect as we get a pick with Ufongo. Let's see what he does. He's going to lateral the ball. Fred Warner had a chance to pick it up, and he didn't. And Shakir is going to pick it up and get a touchdown. So, yeah, that's about how this game has gone for the 49ers. Even when they pick the ball off, they still can't do things right. As they're going to go for two, is Tyler Bass shaking off a tackle from Fred Warner. And, yeah, that's going to end it, as I'm just going to need the ball. I really do not feel like playing this game anymore. But yeah, that was a bit of a disaster. Actually, it was a big disaster. We lost by 30 points. As, yeah, that lateral, that was bad. I don't even know why I did that, because, I mean, even if we were able to somehow get a touchdown off that, it wouldn't have really mattered. So I probably should just taken it and need the ball there, but I guess I just was kind of feeling myself. But yeah, anyway, that's all in the past. We'll take a look at the stats here. Josh Allen, we could not stop him. He had 6 touchdowns and 1 interception, but the funny thing is that 1 interception literally resulted in a touchdown for the Bills. So would that be considered a touchdown? Because, I mean, it wasn't necessarily because of him, but it resulted because of the interception. So perhaps, potentially, you could say he had 7 passing touchdowns, but I guess I'll let anyone watching this video decide that for themselves if they want to have their own opinion on that. But anyway, we're just looking at the stats here. This game, my God, this is just one of those games where it's like you don't like playing Madden. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, make sure, give it a thumbs up, man. I mean, I'd appreciate that. Maybe even subscribe too if you like these videos. Anyways, I will see you guys next time, and peace out. Goodbye.